You will know them by their fruits. That's right, baby. Auntie's back. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. Give God the glory, glory. But let's talk Candace Owens. You will know them by their fruits. Sorry, I actually have to be an adult today, sick or not. I have to write 2 offers. Let's do this. So join me as I get ready. Spiritual attack is no joke. Hands down, if you have been through it, you know. But a person who has been born again, even like myself, who has been a Christian her entire life, born again in October of 2022, ooh, you know that when you are born again, spiritual warfare, pew, 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 it is off the charts. It is no joke, yo. It is not for the faint of heart. But next level, if you have a large platform, if the world is very aware of who you are, and you are very influential, if you influence large masses with your platform, and you are born again, and you share this journey, much like myself and Miss Candace Owens, who was born again, very vocal about becoming Catholic, well, I'm here to tell you, you open the doors up for a spiritual attack like you'll never know, and have never seen before. And I'm here to tell you, there is a reason that God says, put on the full armor of God, armor up, warrior, because you wouldn't go into battle wearing flip-flops and Tommy Bahamas. What are those shorts or I don't care. You would not go into battle wearing flip-flops and a tube top. No. Hoping and praying the amount of hairspray you would use that day would be well enough to use as a helmet? No. You literally have to armor up every single morning, every single night before you go to bed. But Auntie, don't you just armor up once and you're good? No. Tell me one soldier, one good soldier who is right there at the front of the lines, pew, 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 in schmore, that goes back to his bunker or his camp house or whatever they do and sleeps in the same outfit and gets up the next day and goes into war with whatever it is that he wore the day before. After taking maybe shrapnel or pew-pews or whatever. Your armor gets dinged. You get chinks in your armor, people. This is why it's vital every single day, every morning when you wake up, especially if you are somebody like Miss Candace Owens or myself with a large platform who is born again, sharing your testimony and your walk with Yah. You better be putting on a new full set of armor every single morning because you are right there at the front of the lines. And trust and believe the enemy is going to look for any chink in your armor and he will use it. Not only to his benefit, but ultimately, if you're not careful, to your ultimate demise. You will know them by their fruits. In normal, everyday spiritual attack, you will have things like your marriage, your finances, your job, your family, your friend circle, everything targeted. But when you're somebody like myself or Candace Owens, who tends to make a platform out of outing certain types of individuals, might I remind you, we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against powers, principalities, and the dark rulers of this world. Oh, I don't know, maybe outing people like French presidents. Again, not flesh and blood. Exposing their demons. Ooh, girl, you are going to be targeted so much more than you think so, and not on this physical plane. You will be attacked by those demons in a spiritual way that you've never felt before. And this is no offense to Candace Owens. You are I'm not going to say much about your journalism right now, but I had a lot of respect and admiration for this woman. That is until her fruits have changed. And in her defense, I'm going to say it, I don't even know if she's even aware of it. Because somehow, somewhere along the way, she got a chink in her armor. My gut, my everything in me is saying that chink in the armor, and I've seen it before. It's a chink that only women get. It is a weakness that only women get. And it is one of the biggest targets, the tools that the enemy waits for a woman to have so that he can use it against her. And that chink is a child. More specifically and more typically, either an unborn or a newborn baby. Yeah, the enemy, when he fights, gloves are off. There's no rules. And everything in me is screaming, they got to her. And that is probably how, I don't know, speculation, of course. Oh, but first things first, Tiki Talk, you know me, this is purely for entertainment purposes, only all things stated here. Well, speculation. I'm just thinking out loud, I got new boots. It's still kind of chilly out. I got places to be. Let's do it. New boot goofing. Let's go. You see, not only the enemy, but even people in the flesh that are not happy about things you're saying, well, they know, oh, what an easy target for a woman. Her child. And yes, that could hush her up quite a bit. But that would not be and could not be what have made her do the 180 now that she has done. Or is it 360? Either way, she has flip-flopped so much, she makes a flapjack look, lazy. It just comes out. It sometimes surprises me too, just as much as it does you. The whole world is abuzz about how different Candace has become and her views and how everything about her has changed. And yes, I agree. I see it as well. But I see something else. I see her fruits. And they are not the fruits I have been notably watching for years now. Because her fruits have become obvious. Your fruits are showing. And what your fruits have become is rage, hate, anger, disrespect. And we can all see it in your eyes, in your tone, and in your mannerisms. But that's where I got you. Something many others might not notice. What we're watching right now, that isn't Candace. No. You see, that chink in her armor may have quieted her here on the physical plane. But you know what else chinks in the armor allow? They allow the enemy in. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. And now I would venture to ask you to go look at her videos in the past, but I'm not certain we can even do that now. You see, what is affected in the spirit has so much more reach than you guys could even understand. But look at her eyes. There's something different. There's something missing. And there's something that was never there before. And what is missing is the light. And what is there that was not ever there before is a darkness. A darkness that doesn't come naturally for humans, if you're getting what I'm saying. You see, when you become born again, you are very susceptible to something that people don't like to talk about. And that is when you find a chink in your armor, because you're not protecting yourself. You're not putting on the full armor of God. You're not doing what you need to be doing to protect yourself night and day. Because spiritual warfare isn't something just cute to say, oh, I'm under attack. No, it is real. It is real. And as somebody who sees beyond the veil, I can tell you it is relentless. It is nonstop. Even when you think you need to take a break, that's when they amp it up more. You can never let your guard down. And that chink in the armor, although whatever happened here on the physical plane, something got in. Because when you're born again and you're not protected, especially like I said, with somebody with a platform like hers, you are more susceptible to demonic infestation, attachment, and attack. I don't really tend to like the word possession because really now that I've seen beyond the veil, it really isn't all that much possession. But, well, releasing control to something that was already within you all along. The darkness. She handed the steering wheel over to somebody who, well, hasn't been driving in quite some time. Look at her eyes. And with any Christian, watch them, because you will know them. Two ways. The light in their eyes, and you will, just like Yeshua knows, and that's why he told us, you will know them by their fruit. So before you're quick to jump on her or bash her, which I'm disappointed in her, but I see beyond the veil, pray for her. Pray hard for her. She had no idea what she was up against. And honestly, from what I am seeing, not too many people in this world really do. So while other people are worried she's lost her integrity, from what I can see, she's basically handed over and lost her control. And she is so far into it at a point by herself she won't be able to get it back. So my friends, I ask, please pray for her. But as long as we see that anger, rage, hate, and that darkness in her eyes, well, you will know her by her fruit. Stay armored up, my beautiful friends, because spiritual battle is no joke. It is no joke at all. I love you so big with my great big gigantic heart. I do.